My name is Katherine Crickmore. I'm a reference archivist at the State Archives of North Carolina, and I assist patrons in the search room, pulling records and with their research. I've always had a general interest in history, which is why I made it my major in undergrad, but I was never sure how I could turn that into a career. I knew I didn't want to go into academia, but I was always interested in visiting historic sites and museums, so I decided to pursue public history. To become a reference archivist, I really relied on a mixture of my work experience and education. I have a master's degree in museum studies, which is a related field to archival sciences, and that definitely helped open the door for this specific field. I got internships that gave me an opportunity to work in different types of archives, and then I gained a lot of experience working as a processing assistant in the search room at the State Archives. To be successful as a reference archivist, I would definitely say you need skills in research practices, because that's a large portion of the job. Skills in adaptability or flexibility and curiosity definitely help, as well as some level of customer service experience can definitely come in handy. Other than that, a general interest in history, time management, and attention to detail. My general tasks every day are kind of divided into two. I'm usually manning the reference desk and helping patrons pull records and use the material that we pull for them. And then the other half, I'm working on remote requests from agencies and other patrons. My section specifically focuses on student records and legal and entitlement requests. The favorite part of my job is probably the variety of tasks that I get to work on. Every day we're working on a new research question from a patron, and I also get to work on a variety of different one-time projects like trivia nights and exhibit case creations. My least favorite part of the job is probably when we are unable to find out something for a patron or find a record for a patron. Sometimes the records were destroyed before they got to us, and sometimes they never existed at all. But with whatever the reason, it's always frustrating when we can't find something that someone wants. If someone is interested in becoming a reference archivist, I would suggest that they look up job listings for different types of archivist jobs and see what kind of duties or day-to-day tasks that they'll be involved in, and then see what qualifications they need. After they get the general education requirement out of the way, I would also look into different internships and volunteer opportunities to see what is like the different kind of breakdowns of the jobs. The one thing that I would want people to know about being a reference archivist is that archivists really aren't the stuffy wet blankets you see on TV. And the State Archives is not off limits to someone who's not an academic. We want people to come in and use the materials and ask us questions, because that's mainly our job. We do have some rules about what's allowed in the search room and how to handle the records, but that's just to protect it for future use. It's not to discourage people from using them at all. A little while ago, we had someone who was visiting from out of state, and they were here all week looking for one piece of information that was very obscure about their family history. And we were trying really hard to figure out what sort of records would be best to suggest she look at, which ones would be available to her. And all week we were kind of coming up with nothing. The last day that she was here, it really was like out of a movie. We said, wait, there's one more box we can try. And in that box was exactly what she was looking for. And she was so excited. She kept thanking us. She called her mom to tell her that she found the record. It was very exciting, and we talked about that probably for a week after.